Most trophy pike lakes experience substantial ice cover throughout much of the year.
Hey, so what do you think of this? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, look at that. Uh-huh.
Wow, that is a monster.
Where the water gets too warm for extended periods, pike become so stressed that they live fast and die young, and seldom achieve large size. Pike spawn just before ice out in marshy bays and roam the shallows throughout the spring. They have a real fondness for deep weed beds and feed aggressively at this time. As summer water temperatures rise above 70 degrees, large pike often vacate the shallows in favor of deeper, cooler water, if available. In fall, cooling water draws them back shallow to weeds and rocks where they're put on the feed bag, preparing for a long, cold winter. Today we're fishing in early fall with water temperatures in the 60s. It's the perfect time to intercept big pike chowing down on large baits.
But Coop was telling me in his entire lifetime of chasing big pike, it wasn't that long ago he had the best day of his entire fishing career. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
I had probably one of the best days of my fishing career that I've ever spent here in Minnesota. I was on Mille Lacs Lake, 5 fish that were all over 40 inches that day. 3 of us in the boat, every one produced a fish, and I got lucky enough to hit a 50-incher that day. And it's been an unreal thing for my career. I mean, we had, the shortest measured fish I had was 41 inches. And it was a tremendous bite that day. And they all came off wood that day. And it was just phenomenal. I look back on it, I think about it even every day right now. It was a day that I'll cherish forever. It was great.
Studies show that large pike prefer to feed on bait fish that are about 1/3 their body length. Since a typical 20-pounder is about 42 inches long, a 14-inch lure is about as good as it gets. Trouble is, there's very few lures that size available, and yet they'd be awfully hard to cast and retrieve. Suffice it to say that we're not afraid to toss big baits if we can manage them, especially when big pike are around. Coop has a real fondness for large wooden jerkbaits, which he waits to make them run deeper, down to the level of the pike. Basically, he adapted a traditional muskie tactic to trigger pike using large baits designed for muskie. Coop also throws a wide range of tandem spinners, bucktails, and crankbaits, all customized with his favorite paint colors and, of course, razor-sharp hooks. Heavy baits like Coop's jerkbaits, which he collectively refers to as wood, requires heavy-duty musky tackle and 80 to 100-pound test super lines, both to handle the stress of casting and to slam the oversized hooks home on a strike. I'm using a smaller and lighter lure matched with a quantum heavy action rod and reel and a 65-pound test Suffix Performance braid, which balances nicely with the smaller profile lures that I'm choosing to use today.